Just ask the questions, man. That's what you need to do.
All right, we've been beaten 2-0 by Chelsea here with Sam Chipek. Awful performance. It's just like the Man United game, but probably worse. We were just so flat.
No, awful doesn't even cut it. Embarrassing doesn't even cut it. Woeful doesn't even cut it. The list goes on. The truth of the matter is that Chelsea kicked off and we just didn't look like we wanted it as soon as it kicked off. The middle is just too useless. And you know what? This game just goes to show that it's a wake-up call for January transfer windows, because there are so many players in this team that just do not fit our philosophy as a fan base and as Mourinho. It just doesn't cut it. Dyer and Sissoko as midfielders, not good enough. Aurier as a right back, okay. Few good moments, but other than that, nothing special. Harry Kane, absent. Dele Alli, I've been rating him until basically as of today's performance, not good enough. And Gazaniga, that I don't even want to think about it, but before it was even given to VAR, I was thinking to myself, that could be a penalty, and I was right. That game was just not good enough. We're playing against Chelsea, our London rivals, against well, I'm going to say it how it is, against an absolute muggy fan base who are too obsessed with us, chant about us all the time. We should have shown up for this. It's only us as the fans that show up for this. But yet again, there's always something that goes wrong with the players in the starting 11. Always.
We looked so abject in possession. We resorted to just going long a lot of the time today, or going back to Gazaniga, him going long. We weren't able to kind of hold any sort of possession. Do you put that down to having Dyer and Sissoko midfield together?
Every time we passed the ball back, it was like we were going back in reset mode. When we had the opportunity to go in the counter, and that was all in the first half, pass it back from the midfield to the defence, reset mode. There was just, I hate to say this, but it felt like I was playing under this season of Pochettino, where it was just boring side passes and not enough chances being made for counter-attacking. And it was just painful to watch because our starting 11 looked better on paper, but
no, there was a night and day on the pitch.
No fighting element at all in the first half. They were 2-0 up in the first half. It was too late for us to do anything in the second half. I mean, Son getting sent off was bad enough, but
was it a red card in your opinion?
I didn't know why it was going to VAR. I looked at the replay, and it was something like, imagine this is Son, and like his foot is stretching up, and the studs are like close to the neck or face or whatever. I don't know. It's a match of the day job, end of the day, for me to watch that or YouTube. But even then, it's no excuse because Ndombele came on in the second half, and I forgot we even had 10 men. And I was thinking, okay, he's injured, but maybe we should have started him, because that was the only bit of excitement I saw throughout that game. Ndombele playing his techers, his skills, his ability to turn around the opposition. Yeah, it's just fucking shit, man. Like, what, losing to this lot, honestly.
In the race for the top 4 now, gap is back to 6 points. It could have been 0 if we would have won, but wasn't to be. How much of a blow do you think that loss will be to the top 4 race?
We screwed over an opportunity. Had we beat them, and I'm bearing in mind, we had a higher goal difference than them. They might be on level goal difference with us now. If we won this, it would have been a pathway to the top 4 and to see where it goes from there. Now, listen, it's not all over yet, but
Son's missing 3 games over the Christmas period as well.
Who's he missing? He's missing the game against Norwich, against Southampton, and against Liverpool. Oh no, Liverpool's the 10th, isn't it? Doesn't matter. But we blew it. That's what it is. We did blow it because this was the opportunity to take the initiative, beat those mugs, and get the 3 points, be in the top 4. But the truth of the matter is that, like I said in the start of this interview, it's us as the fans that show up, but the players don't.
What did you think of the announcement over the tannoy for the racist abuse to stop from the fans today?
Listen, I'm not going to be like one of those lot that say, oh, if it happened, this, that, the other, because I'm going to be truthful. I don't know what happened. All I know is that apparently there was like some racism towards, who is it, Rudiger. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I'm willing to show my hands up in the air and say that this does not represent us as a Tottenham fan base, and I hope that lot, whoever did it, get prosecuted for it. And I'm saying this as a bit of awareness now because it's not just with Chelsea fans, so I'm not going to single them out on this. But every time a little bit of racism gets unleashed within a fan base, fans seem so reluctant to speak out on it. But I'm not being reluctant about this. Those guys who did it, and if it was true, which I'm sure it is, bunch of wankers, honestly. You cannot accept that. It's the 21st century. It's almost 2020, for fuck's sake. And I'm going to say this right now. They deserve the harshest punishments to them possible coming.
Cheers for coming on, Sal.